Hello, this is Professor Urbis White. Today we are going to learn how to divide polynomials. So let's get started. Dividing a polynomial by a monomial. Monomial, one term. The key is to get them separated. You have 3x squared divided by x minus 2x divided by x. How do you do that? You have a 3, then one of the x's will go, here we go, minus, and both of the x's will go, 3x minus 2. Pretty easy. Let's make it a little bit harder. How about I have a trinomial and I'm dividing by a little harder monomial. Split the terms, 4x cubed, 2x, minus 2x squared, 2x plus 2x over 2x. Take your time. All right. The first term, 4 divided by 2 is 2. X cubed and x, 3 and 1. 3 minus 1, that's 2. Minus, 2's will go. You have x 2 minus 1, there's a hidden 1 in there, that's 1, so I don't have to put that 1 in there, plus 2's go, x's go, you have 1. A little harder. Now let's do a dividing by a binomial. Now, I'm going to show you how to do a long division, and you have to be comfortable with long division with whole numbers to be able to do this more comfortably. So let's write this down. Here's the dividend, the top one. You're going to put it here. X squared plus 6x plus 8. If you have any terms that are missing, like you are jumping from cube to first degree, put a 0 in there to place hold. And you have x plus 2. This goes inside, and this goes outside. This is how you do it. How many x's in x squared? You don't care about that one. You go x times x is x squared, and you have to multiply it both times. X times 2 is 2. And remember how you used to do division? You have to subtract x squared minus x squared, that's 0. 6 minus 2, that's 4. What is the next step? Next step is to bring the next one down. You don't look at this, you just look at that one. How many x in 4x? It's 4 of them. And you multiply back. 4 times x is 4x. 4 times 2 is 8. Subtract. You're going to get a 0. 8 minus 8, that's 0. No remainder. So what's the answer? The answer to this division problem is simply x plus 4. You can always check by multiplying your answer by your divisor and see if you get this number. First one squared, x squared. Last one is 8. What's the middle term? 4x plus 2x, that's 6x. It looks like you got it right. Very good. Another one with a negative 1. Let's see how we do. I'm going to do long division again. This one goes x squared plus 4x minus 5, and I'm dividing by x minus 1. Okay. The first one, we're going to do how many x's in x squared? X times x is x squared minus x. Take it away. 4 minus minus, that's 5. Now bring the next one down. You only look at the first term. How many x's in 5x? 5 of them. 5 times x is 5x. 5 times negative 1, remember I have to do both of them. 5 times negative 1 is negative 5. Take it away. I have 0. So what's the answer to this problem? X plus 5. You can multiply these two and see if you get that. When you FOIL it, x times x, this is check. X times x is x squared. And the last one is negative 5. Let's look at the middle term. Negative x plus 5, that's plus 4x. It looks like it checks out very well. Okay, now I have a leading coefficient, not 1. So let's see how that works out. Okay, let's do that. I have 3x squared minus 2x minus 8 divided by x minus 2. I did the first one. How do I get from x to 3x squared? I need to multiply it by 3x. I have 3x squared. 3x times negative 2, negative 6. Take it away. This one is 0. Negative 2 plus 6, that's 4x. Next step. Bring the next one down. How many x's in 4x? 4 of them. FOIL it back. 4 times x is 4x. 4 times negative 2 is negative 8. Take it away, 0. So the answer to that is simply 3x plus 4. So to check, what do you need to do? Is 3x plus 4 times x minus 2 equals what I started with? When you FOIL it, you will see that that's a check. All right. Dividing by a binomial, again, long division. So let's do 2x squared minus 5x minus 3 divided by 2x plus 1. I'll do the first term first. How do I get from 2x to 2x squared? I need to multiply by x. Now you multiply back 2x squared plus x, take it away. This is going to give you 0. Negative 5, negative 1, that's negative 6. That's the first step. Second step, bring the next one down. How many 2x's is negative 6x? You are going to have to multiply by negative 3. FOIL it back. Negative 3 times 2x is negative 6x. Negative 3 times plus 1 is negative 3. You get 0. No remainder. Very good. So the answer to that is simply x minus 3. You can check. Is x minus 3 times 2x plus 1 equals 2x squared minus 5x minus 3? When you FOIL, you check. Always check your answer. Okay. This one is the one with a remainder, and I'll show you how this works. 2x squared minus 3x plus 1 divided by x minus 4. You start the same way. It doesn't matter. How many x's in 2x squared? You need to multiply by 2x. FOIL it back. 2x times x is 2x squared. 2x negative 8x. Take it away. These two will cancel out. You'll have a negative 3 plus 8. That's going to be negative 3 plus 8. That's positive 5x. Now you're going to go and bring the next one down. All right. You're going to bring the next one down. That's plus 1. So how do I get from x to 5x? Multiply by 5 and FOIL it back. 5x minus 20. This time something will happen. This is 0. But the problem is 1 minus minus 20, that's positive 21. That's my remainder. So the answer to my problem is simply the answer to x plus 5 plus the remainder that I still need to divide by x minus 4. Here's the full answer. That remainder will go right here. How do you check something with a remainder? How do you check it? This is what you do. You put a 1 underneath, and guess what you need to do? This is what you need to do. You need to put it in the same denominator by multiplying by x minus 4 and x minus 4. When you do that, you FOIL it out and add this in, and you will actually get 2x squared minus 3x plus 1 divided by x minus 4. So this is how you check. You just check it, put it in the same denominator, and add the top up. If it gives you the initial question, then you're all done. Now I'm going to show you something that may or may not be in your book, synthetic division. And this is kind of a shortcut, and it only works when you divide, when your divisor is in this form, either x plus a number or x minus a number. So don't use it for anything else but that. This is how you do it. This gives you a lot of speed when you go to calculus. You first put the coefficients of what you started with, your dividend, so that the coefficient of x squared is 1, coefficient of 4x is 4, coefficient of negative 5, that's your constant term, negative 5. Then, when you have x minus 1, you just simply put that 1 in here. And this is how you do it. You bring this one down, 1. You multiply these two. This is just a procedural thing, but it gives you a lot of speed. 1 times 1 is 1. You put it here. 4 plus 1, that's 5. Then you multiply this by this number again. 5 times 1, that's 5. Negative 5 positive 5 is 5 plus negative 5, that's 0. And this guy is the coefficient of what you ended up with. But since this was x squared, x something, this one is going to be 1 less power because you're dividing by x. So the answer is 1x plus 5. So the question is, divide this by that, the answer is x plus 5. I'll do a couple more. These are the questions that I've done before, so you'll see it's a little faster when you do synthetic division. Let's do it with this guy. I'm going to start the same way. So what is going to happen here? This one is coefficient is 1, coefficient is 6, coefficient is 8, or the constant term. This one is a plus. Then when you have a plus, you have to put a minus in there. If it's minus, leave it alone, but when it's a plus, you have to put the minus. So that's going to go as negative 2. All right? You change the plus to a minus. In the next one, you didn't do it because synthetic division works for x minus a. Okay? So this one, think of it as like x minus that. Okay? So for this one, a is going to be, this is where you're going to put it. That's why it's negative 2. But think of it like if you're dividing by x minus 3, x minus 4, you put 3 or 4. If you have a plus, you just change it to a minus. Okay, it's a procedural method, so I don't know how you like it. But 1, you bring the first one down and multiply these two. Negative 2. 6 minus 2, that's 4. Multiply these two. You'll get negative 8, and that one gives you 0. Remember how this works? This has to be a polynomial with 1 less degree. It was x squared, so it's going to be 1x plus 4, which is the same as x plus 4. So this is the answer to this problem. X squared plus 6x plus 8 divided by x plus 2 is simply x plus 4 with the synthetic division. Okay, let's do another one. So I start the same way. This is a minus, so it stays the same. I put the coefficients 2, -3, and 1. Start with this guy, multiply these two, put it here, add. Multiply these two, put it here, add. Now remember, for the first time I ended up not having a 0 here. How does that work? This was a square, so you're going to end up with a polynomial with one less degree, so that is x plus 5. What the heck is this? Remember that one? That one is your remainder that you're supposed to still divide by x minus 4. If you look at this very problem that we did using long division, you're going to see it. So if this number doesn't end up being 0, that means you're going to end up with a remainder that you have to deal with. So put that remainder in here, and you still have to divide by x minus 4. And remember how we checked? If our answer is right, you were supposed to go 2x plus 5, put a 1 under it, and then 21 over x minus 4. Make it the same denominator by multiplying top and bottom by x minus 4. And if you get this original answer, then you're right, and in this particular case you sure do. Okay? So make sure you check your work, and if you want a lot of speed, use synthetic division, but it only works with x plus something, x minus something, nothing else, and you'll be okay.